Welcome back everyone to another edition of Figures from the Attic, and today we're back with a double feature. 2 figure reviews in one, 2 figure unboxings in one. I'm going to do the Acolytes, specifically the Acolytes from the Ministry of Darkness era. This is not APA when they were the badass, beer drinking, poker playing guys. This is when they kind of first teamed together with the Undertaker in the Ministry of Darkness. They've got their more brooding style attire, and of course you see there the chest paint with whatever kind of hieroglyphics or whatever kind of language that is. I don't think it's an actual intelligible language. I think it's just kind of made up for the characters. But I found these at Florida SuperCon. I did a video kind of highlighting all the stuff that I picked up there. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It is in the archives. And these caught my eye because they were together as a team, and I do have a tag team shelf. So in my collector brain, I thought, you know what? I need this. I need this because I have a tag team shelf, and these are in fact a tag team. That's just how my brain works sometimes. And it's gotten me into a lot of trouble money-wise. But I'd say it's worth it, totally worth it. Let's start off with Farouk. I can tell you right off the bat, he looks massive. Like his body mold, I think it's like very, very accurate. I have a Ron Simmons action figure right down there. If you can see, kind of like in my WCW shelf. That's like WCW champion Ron Simmons with the purple tights. And here, I think this is very representative of like a later stage Farouk. This is like maybe 10 years after that. He does look a little more weathered, a little more worn, a little more wise with age. And I think that body mold, just even in the packaging, it really caught my eye. I think it looks awesome. The WWF Tag Team Championship looks awesome as well, of course. Very, very nice. I love the Brood, or Ministry of Darkness attire. I've always been a fan of how large, like that big T Undertaker logo was on the Acolytes gear. I thought it really popped and it really looked great, especially the black with that maroon and the silver outline. I think that's an awesome, awesome color scheme. Really, really looks great. Of course, like I mentioned, the chest paint. You do get the classic Farouk armbands. He's worn those his entire career, basically. You do get something else that he's always worn his entire career, the finger tape, which I think is a great look for him. Each of his fingers is taped in black. The head scan looks awesome with that kind of receding hairline, which works for him. The goatee and just that very, very menacing, serious stare. The paint application on the eyes could be a little better. I feel like maybe this one is a little lower than this one, makes him look a little bit uneven, but it's not terrible. The paint application on his goatee is also not great. You can see they kind of misjudged where the paint's supposed to go. You see a mold of like a soul patch there, but they put the paint off to the side. So that looks a little weird. Yeah, that bothers me more, I think, than the eyes on this one. But I mean, other than that, very, very nice Farouk. Gonna put him right there. And then Bradshaw. I want to say, yeah, I don't have any Bradshaw figures by Mattel. I don't have any JBLs, and I don't have any just original Bradshaw. From the Jax days, I do have JBL figures when he was the longest reigning SmackDown champion. But none of Bradshaw. So this is my very first Bradshaw action figure. Fun fact. But he's got the same gear. Of course, he's got those nice maroon with silver outline Undertaker logos on black tights. He has shorter boots than his partner, which I believe is accurate. Farouk has the longer boots, and Bradshaw has kind of the calf boots. He does have the black the black bicep bands. His body mold is smaller. He actually looks a little puny compared to Farouk. Huh. Because Bradshaw's always been a very, very large guy. And he was never this cut. I think they could have done a much better job choosing a body mold for this Bradshaw. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. Almost looks like a cruiserweight. Like he's never had that kind of definition. That's no knock on him. He's always been like a big brute, kind of like a brawler, with kind of like a beer belly a little bit. Always very fit, of course, like, very large and husky, I would say. But definitely not cut like this, and definitely not with these kind of small shoulders. Yeah, the body mold's kind of throwing me off on this one. But the head scan is phenomenal. Looks exactly like him. I do have a paint smudge, which is annoying. That stuff always bothers me. And he has an earring, which is accurate. A gold earring. 2 gold earrings? Yeah. 1 on each ear. 1 there. You can kind of make it out. And 1 there. Of the 2, I would say Farouk is far and away the better of the 2. Which one is taller? Whoa, it looks like they made Bradshaw significantly taller. Which is that accurate? I need to look up their heights. But yeah, they made Bradshaw significantly taller and leaner, and Farouk a little more like a brick house, basically. More stocky. But I would prefer Farouk any day over Bradshaw with these 2 figures. I think he looks much closer to his true life counterpart than Bradshaw does. I do love the Bradshaw head sculpt. He has kind of that no-nonsense look in his eyes. The paint application on the eyes, the goatee is spot on. So I would say this head scan is maybe a little better than the Farouk. But overall, I would prefer the Farouk. I think he looks better, a little more true to life. But I mean, they're both pretty good. This one, I would say Farouk. I would go an 8.5 out of 10. And this Bradshaw, that body, the torso, the shoulders are really throwing me off. Because he's known as being like a big brawler. And that body mold really does not match what you think when you see Bradshaw. On this Bradshaw, unfortunately, I'm going to go a 7.5. Just because the head sculpt is that good, it kind of carries it. So I'll go a full point lower than Farouk. So again, 8.5 out of 10 for Farouk, 7.5 out of 10 for Bradshaw. As a set, I'll go in the middle, 8. So an 8 for the set. They will go on my tag team shelf because it's a tag team that I did enjoy growing up. As always, I appreciate you watching and stay tuned for more.